Yo, what's up guys, Winky here, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about who you should pull for the upcoming Wuthering Waves 1.3 banners. It don't matter if you are free to play, light spender or whale, it is very important for you to stick around from start to finish for this video as you don't want to make the wrong decision going forward. Now before we start, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button. I cover everything about Wuthering Waves in this channel. Boss guides, character guides, top tier gameplay, latest news and updates regarding the game, you know, things like that. But also, most importantly, I am grinding towards my first 1000 subscribers. So much appreciated if you guys can subscribe to help support the channel. Alright, now without further ado, let's take a look at the first banner for Wuthering Waves 1.3. As most of y'all already knew, the featured character is gonna be the Shorekeeper along with Youhu, Jiyan and Jiyan. From what we know so far, the Shorekeeper is a 5-star support. She's easy to use, she heals, and she provides damage buff just like Verena. However, unlike Verena, the Shorekeeper can also provide a crit rate buff. You guys will see me comparing the Shorekeeper with Verena a lot in this video because these two characters kinda belong to the same niche category, you know, so obviously we're gonna want to know how well the Shorekeeper will do compared to Verena. Which brings us to the next big question. Is the Shorekeeper going to power crit Verena? Man, I can tell you guys right now the answer is no. A big fat no. So don't worry guys, Verena will not be power crit for a very long time. She's just way too good of a support right now, you know what I mean? The Shorekeeper is more likely here to replace your Baizhi and your Youhu. Correct me if I'm wrong guys, but we only need 2 healer supports for 2 teams in the Tower of Adversity. Cause the third team does not really need any support at all, alright? You can literally solo floor 1, 2 and 3 with any main DPS or sub DPS character. So, your first healer support is obviously gonna be your Verena. I assume everyone has a copy of Verena by now. If you don't have her yet, then I don't know what the hell you've been doing in the game, you know. And your second healer support is gonna be your Baizhi, Youhu or Shorekeeper. Now, if you can already clear the tower without any problem with your Verena, Baizhi or Youhu as your hero supports and your main DPS are strong enough to carry, then you don't really need Shorekeeper at all. She is not necessarily a must pull, you know what I mean? However, if you find yourself lacking just a little more DPS to get the 3 crests because you feel like your Baizhi or Youhu support is just way too weak, then you might want to pull for Shorekeeper as she has about the same strong support potential as Verena. However, hear me out guys, there is a catch for using the Shorekeeper. Yes, you heard me right guys, there is a catch, and to understand what this negative side of using Shorekeeper is, we need to first take a quick look at her kit. So, we are not going to dive too deep into details about her kit, this is not a character guide after all, but I just want to show you guys the important parts only that are relevant in helping you decide whether you want to pull for Shorekeeper or not. Like what exactly she does with her skill, her liberation and her outthrow, so you guys can have a general idea of what she can do and what she will bring to the table, you know what I mean? So let's look at Shorekeeper's resonance skill first. So basically from what I see, you press a skill, right? She will summon 5 butterflies to attack, but most importantly she will cast a heal and that will instantly activate her 5-piece echoes healing set bonus. Almost the same as Verena, which is great. That's what we want to see, you know, very straightforward, extremely easy to use. Oh, and by the way, Shorekeeper's healing scale with her HP, not attack, so please keep that in mind. Now let's move on to Shorekeeper's Resonance Liberation. It's quite a long text, you guys can read it yourself, but TLDR, basically it means that her liberation provides healing over time and a maximum of 20% crit rate buff. However, in order to gain the full benefit of this crit rate buff, your Shorekeeper needs to have 200% increase in energy regen. And keep in mind guys, this does not include your base 100% energy regen. So that means in order to achieve this number, 200% energy regen increase, you need to max your Shorekeeper's weapon and at least max her 3 cost echoes and hopefully hits her few energy regen substats along the way. Now this is what I mean guys, this is the catch that I was talking about earlier. You see, when we use Verena, right, we can simply just leave her echoes at low level, maybe level 5 or 10, and her weapon at maybe level 40 or 50, it doesn't matter. Verena will still work just fine with very low investment, easy peasy, no problem at all, you know. But if you want to use Shorekeeper to her full potential, then you're gonna need to invest quite an amount of leveling materials and tuners into her echoes and her weapon, which is kind of a deal breaker to me if I'm being honest. Even if you are a whale, you will also face this problem of having limited leveling materials just like the rest of us. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Look man, I don't know about you guys, but at this point in the game, personally, I'm only willing to invest my leveling materials into my main DPS and sub DPS only. But hey, if you guys have enough leveling materials to go around, then by all means go ahead and pull for Shorekeeper if you feel like you desperately need another Reina in your second team. You know you build her right, and I'm sure Shorekeeper will be as good of a support as Reina, if not just slightly better due to the extra crit rate buff. Alright, to wrap it up with the Shorekeeper, this is what her outro skill looks like. So basically from what I'm reading, the first butterfly provides some kind of anti-interruption buff, which is nice. And the second butterfly provides a 15% damage amplification buff just like Reina. Now that brings us to the final important question regarding Shorekeeper. How fast does she regen her concerto energy? Take this as a grain of salt guys, but from the looks of it, it seems like she can regen her concerto energy relatively fast. Maybe about the same as Reina, I would say. We will only know for sure when her banner comes out. But enough of Shorekeeper guys, I want to talk about Youhu real quick. So if you are pulling for Shorekeeper, you will eventually get one copy of Youhu because you know they belong in the same banner. So Youhu is a 4-star sub DPS, right? Seems like very fun to use, but we are not sure yet how well she will do as a sub DPS in a real fight. Because her kit is quite unique and is based on luck. You know what I mean? So TLDR, basically Youhu will gain different buffs or effects based on what antiques she gets. And it's like playing poker, right? Because there's like having a pair of the same antiques, having 2 pairs, or triplets, or even 4 of a kind, you know? And to make things worse guys, Youhu's outro skill is used to buff coordinated attack as you can see here. So far all the characters with coordinated attacks that we know of are usually used as a sub DPS support or a hero support. You know, characters like your Yinlin, Zhi, Motofi, Reina, Baizhi, Youhu, and who else? I'm pretty sure there's a few more, but you get what I mean. So like you're telling me that I'm supposed to use a sub DPS support like Youhu to buff another support? Yeah, get the hell out of here, man.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man.
Not gonna lie, but Youhu seems pretty underwhelming to me. I don't know, man. What do you guys think about her? Let me know in the comment. But you know what, guys? I feel like at least Yang and Qixia being on this banner just make it that much more appealing, you know? If you are close to S6 Yang, I recommend you go for it. Even without S6, Yang in my opinion is still one of the best free-to-play support right now. Same as Sanhua. Man, Yang she's so underrated and flexible. You can just put her in any team with any main DPS out there. And Qixia, oh boy, what can I say? Qixia is simply one of the best free-to-play main DPS out there. If you build her properly, she can be as good as Rover and Xiangli Yao. The more copy of Qixia you have, the better. Me personally, I'm one copy away from S4 Qixia, which will increase her DPS by a lot. Which is the only reason why I am considering whether to pull for this banner or not. So anyway guys, these are my thoughts on the first banner. Now let's move on to the second banner for 1.3. So it's been confirmed that the featured character is gonna be the rerun of Jiyan along with Motofi, Sanhua and Taoqi. So if you are new to Wuthering Waves, like you just started playing the game and you are not sure which main DPS you wanna choose, then I suggest you might wanna pull for Jiyan. Or maybe you have skill issues, you suck at pairing or something, then this is definitely your guy. Jiyan is the character that you wanna pull for. I mean this guy, man, you just spam one button and everything around him just die. It's that simple. Jiyan is still very OP since launch. Very easy to use, very easy to parry with. Now for those of you who already have Jiyan as your main DPS, then this is your chance to increase his DPS even more. You might want to pull for his sequences. If you are a low spender, I would say at least go for his S2 and above because his S1 sucks, but every sequence from his S2 onwards will increase Jiyan's DPS by a significant amount. And Motor 3 being on this banner is just a cherry on top. As we all know, he is the best support for Jiyan. If you are close to S4 Motor 3, then I highly recommend you go for it. Because S4 Motor 3 is a huge difference, man. It is not something that you can simply just pass on. You know what I mean? And Sanhua, man, same as Yang, Sanhua is still one of the best free-to-play support out there, if not the best. If you are close to S6 Sanhua, I strongly suggest you go for it. Just go for it. Even without S6, Sanhua is still very good. And Tao Chi, oh boy, don't even get me started. I don't even know why she's still in the game. Nobody use her, she sucks. Wait, hold on, you know what guys? I can see 2 reasons why she's still here. If you get what I mean.
What do you mean by that?
Alright guys, that's all I got for you. Please let me know in the comment which character you are pulling for. Or maybe you just want to wait for Camellia and save up your pulls for 1.4. Either way, I hope you guys will make the right decision for your account and have a wonderful day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, help me achieve my first 1000 subscribers. I appreciate the support and I will see you guys in the next video. Winky out!